Hi, this is Charlie Page, and I want to share with you 5 ways to get more opens and clicks. When it comes to email marketing, I'm often asked about sending long versus short email messages. Which one of these work better? The logic for each one is good. Short messages are easier to read, so more of them get read, right? Well, that makes sense. Long messages engage the reader better, and so you get more clicks and actions, right? That makes sense too. So both are right and wrong, and really neither is right or wrong. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to the length of email message that you send. Now, there are some rules of engagement in the respect that you don't really want to send 2,000 or 3,000 words in an email. But generally speaking, there's really no one-size-fits-all solution. So it's wise to think about what type of message you're sending a person before you send it. Let me give you a few guidelines that I think will help. I've done these and they help tremendously with our clicks and our open rates. Suggestion number 1, make your message as long as it needs to be and no longer. Now, I know that sounds silly, but it's true. Always read your email through and take out any extra words that you can. This is just good writing practice in general. If you're going to write anything, it's always good to read your work and take out any extra words that you can. You'll find this shortens your email by about 20% in most cases. Now, there's nothing wrong with repeating yourself in an email. I'm not talking about that. Repetition is the mother of learning, and it's the architect of action. So you definitely want to repeat yourself in your email if that's what you want to do to make your point. But I'm just talking about extra words that don't need to be there. Suggestion number 2, content messages can be longer than selling messages because you're sharing helpful content. It's more like an article. That said, don't send the entire article. That would be a mistake in your email. You really don't want to send an entire article in an email, and here's why. The point of the email is to get the click. Even if your email is teaching, if what you're doing is sharing helpful information, you really want to get the click. The ISPs, the people who decide whether our email gets delivered or not, they judge us based upon engagement. Someone who gets better opens and clicks will actually get more email delivered. So it's very important that your email gets opened and it gets clicked. And if you share your entire content message inside the body of the email, then you're going to get fewer clicks. Suggestion number 3, you want to vary the length of your messages. Don't always send the same length of message. This is very important. And I know email marketers who fall into this trap of just popping out the same looking email every day. You need to mix it up so you don't become predictable. This is especially true if you sell with email often. You don't want each message looking alike. And you don't want your readers thinking, oh, it's just another offer. Even if all you send is offers, which is a very bad idea, not a good idea to just send offer day after day after day. But even if you do that, you want to mix it up with different lengths. Suggestion number 4, don't overdo the exclamation points. I'm telling you, I've seen this so many times. More is not better, and it can make you look unprofessional, which is what you want to avoid, right? Do use bold and italic, and that's perfectly fine. And yes, use excitement. By all means, you want to use excitement, and you can be strategic about it. But 2 exclamation points really should be more than enough. Many exclamation points just indicate either desperation or anger or some negative emotion. You really don't want to do that if you can avoid it. Suggestion number 5, choose your message length based upon the length of time a person's been on your list. A person's interest in you is at its peak when they first subscribe. If we were going to put it on a graph, it would look something like this. Email interest over time starts out at 100%, then it wanes a little bit, then it picks back up, and then it levels off. And that level can be very, very good. But the fact of the matter is, after millions of emails analyzed, we know that the peak interest happens on day 1. It's like any relationship. When it's new and you're excited and you want to know everything, absolutely everything. So you talk for hours and hours. But once you know a little, the intensity to know everything will become a little less because you already know things. I mean, I've been married 43 years and my wife and I talk all day long, but I'm not asking her about what her experience in high school was like because we've had that conversation. So your first two messages, also known as your welcome series, can be a bit longer. And if you're not using a welcome series to introduce yourself to new subscribers, this is a big mistake. So definitely get yourself a welcome series. If you need help with that, go to charliepage.com and I'll help you with it. Use these suggestions today to make your list healthier, increase your open rates and your click rates too, and sell more. And those are beautiful things indeed. If you like this, you can get much more at charliepage.com. I'd appreciate it if you take a moment to share this video with your friends. This is Charlie Page, and I thank you for being here, and I hope you have an excellent day.